everyone is doing well today. Oh, hi, princess. I'm an unmoving stone princess. There we go. There you go, you can sink right there. Always looks so sad. Like, no, this is my chair. No, princess. Princess. Little princess for you. Hey, good morning, Stormy. Yeah. She likes to hang out, though. She always seems to act so incredulous because it's like this is her chair. She tends to sleep on this chair when I'm not in it. Or usually if I'm just in my office, this is her chair. Oh. Princesa. How you doing this morning, Stormy? You missed the Joel date. Not the one where they have sex, but the one where Ryder gets to meet the family and Joel is like, I love you. Joel pines over Ryder. So now, before we go ahead and finish up go after Meridian, which starts to do the like end game stuff, we're doing some other things. So you gotta go yell at mommy. I don't care about any of that. Oh, we're gonna go to Vol? I think we're in Vol? To go do the Solarian quest thing.
Old orbit is steady.
No, not the dick sucking yet, no. He definitely I love how it's explicitly that like Joel definitely goes down on you. And of course it works whether you're male or female, so. No, I don't think we've had like a romance, like a massive, like any BioWare romance where it's like explicitly going down on the romance that they picked is like clearly, yep, they're having oral sex together. Granted, I haven't seen every romance in Inquisition. Go scan this guy's equipment, huh? Sure, I'll go scan the Solarian's equipment.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Yes, Ryder, I know. I don't know why they have them say that every single time that I quick travel here.
Have stock if you need it.
I was thinking, like, who the hell was saying that dialogue?
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Life support at 100%.
This must be Dr. Aden's workspace. The one the STG agent is investigating.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Aden's experiments.
The agent mentioned a Ket handler, too.
Based on Garmin physiological norms, the subject has composed the immunity system weakened by overuse of Tian and has contracted a respiratory illness of this guy. Lab equipment, it does something, but I don't know what.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Aden's experiments.
Alright. Here we go, look. Sleepy, comfortable princess. Ah! Stand. Oh, now Princess is all like, oh, she's camera shy. And you know, I actually don't recall, like, when does that happen?
You're still with us. I am surprised after what happened with the Krogan on the Archon's ship.
Siding with Solarians cut deep, but I'm not one to quit every time I get cut.
Daddy's still disappointed.
Heads up, looks like a Ket construct. Ket, right where that... Let's get a scan. That STG agent was right. This Ket was Dr. Aden's contact.
What? Based on what? Ket handler. This Ket appears to have a comm device subdermally implanted.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Yeah, so I don't recall when the... What exactly when the, Joel romance completion
I'm
actually
reading a normal
happens for when
temperature
I get
range,
that
Pathfinder.
quest.
Life support restored.
So I know it's completable after you finish the game because I did on PlayStation 4 I did wait until to make that my last trophy to unlock intentionally. So that the platinum trophy would be whatever the screenshot would be whatever that unlocks the romance. And of course, ironically, the trophy for the platinum trophy is called Andromeda's Finest.
Hello?
Alright, so where are we going now? Okay, it doesn't tell me where to go, though. Do I have to go back all the way to Haval?
Bold orbit is steady.
Oh, no. Back to Nexus. Well, that's good, because there's a party I need to go to. I think this is the reason why this game takes forever to finish, is that if you want to do everything, you have to kind of like do all this stupid planet hopping. Which means all these load screens. And I even have the mod that cuts down on these landing animations and taking off animations. I had to go to operations.
An embassy has been established on Aya. The initiative has found the Solarian Ark. Reports suggest Perchero was intercepted by Ket forces in the Defino system. Reached for comment, officials refuse to provide any details on the status of the Ark or its inhabitants. But they do confirm the Solarian Pathfinder survived.
I want a report by tomorrow.
Amid confusion and questions, the Nexus now...
Hi again.
I wish I could interact with him some more. I had 2 Turians. 1 human. Ooh, Helmet Boys have 60%. High risk, high reward, hostage situation. Oh, hey, I think they did keep the thingy. Alright, everyone's been sent out. Let's pick up all this reward stuff.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone,
Ryder, Apex is up and running. Few casualties and some big victories. The teams are definitely benefiting from your intel.
Tell them to be safe out there.
Will do. So you know, it's not just Pathfinder kicking ass. You can keep track of Apex missions at this console, anytime you like.
Arc Lucinia advises stasis revival protocols are proceeding.
Alright, so let's go yell at Mommy. It's our favorite pastime. Actually, usually it's us getting yelled at. Let's yell at her for a change.
I know why you're here. Yale told me to expect a visit. I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes.
Haha.
Have the three Sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
Their deaths don't make this okay.
I realize that, Ryder. A poor decision was made. People paid for it, but it's over. As far as everyone's concerned, the three Sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't, did they?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Ryder.
Who the hell's this?
This is Vetra's sister, Sid.
Oh, you. I noticed you tried to get someone to look into the three Sabers.
So I was right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the three Sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but, like I said, it's over.
You have to tell people. If we made a mistake, we have to own it, right?
Who does that serve? It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
I like how she's supposed to be a teenager and she's like... she's the same size as Vetra. Now, do I go with idealism or do I go with pragmatism? I mean, Mommy's right. She is just a teenager, and things are never as black and white. But on the other hand, Mommy is kind of a bitch. And I don't want to agree with her. Let's see, is there any kind of consequence? Let's see. Life on the frontier. Confrontation. Oh, it doesn't matter, because I don't know. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, fighting against Mommy it is.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust. People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Uh-oh.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Maybe. But at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Haha. Take that, Mommy.
Pathfinder.
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. Pathfinder.
Oh, party time.
Ryder. Grab a seat.
So afterwards, the cat got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
Wait, but there are no
The
seats.
idea of Solarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
Oh, I hope so.
I was about to say, like, take a seat, all right? And just, like, sit on his lap.
It's satisfying to wipe that smug look off Ket faces.
Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
You're welcome. Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data, the Ket will run out of bolt holes.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
Better to find your wings as you fly. Worked for us, didn't it?
No. I actually would have liked more training.
More groundwork would have helped in the early days.
Huh. Well, that's worth knowing.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Since we've got a moment to ourselves, shall we toast?
We couldn't be bothered to actually animate this. Actually show a flask and, you know, booze and stuff being poured out.
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
Aw. That's kind of a bit lame, honestly. It's a bit short.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important...
No, I had to tell her that.
Sounds like our experience was a picnic compared to what the Solarians went through. Rake is determined to put an end to exaltation, and she'll have every bullet I can lend her.
Good luck.
Thank you. Another Ark lost, but the Turians are safe thanks to you. Well done. I spoke with Avitus. He's sharp. He'll make a good Pathfinder. He asked how I became one.
What did you tell him?
The truth. I don't repeat my mistakes.
Oh.
Good luck, Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Ryder,
welcome home.
I got my Pathfinder
Good luck,
killed.
Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need...
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting Ark leadership, those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the Ark officers who woke early, Randlon, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
Ooh, more breaking and entering. I just like how Ryder just has no issue about, like, you know, violations of privacy and whatnot. He just does whatever with impunity.
Regardless, it's good to have you back, man.
I know about Alec.
Oh.
But what about the other original Pathfinders? Where are they?
Unfortunately, they're gone too.
I see. But they left great things behind.
Oh.
Attention, civil disobedience has been...
Hey, Ryder.
...in hydroponics. Security is...
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
Oh, hey. I actually haven't talked to her. I kind of wish that whole party thing was kind of lame. It's like, I wish they would have been, like, a bit more casual over on those sofas over there and just chill out. Honestly, Cora should have been there too. Because I don't think any of these have seconds. Unless the only one that might have a second in command. Well, actually, no. Tasira does have a second in command. Rika, maybe the captain? But I know the captain becomes takes up the mantle of Pathfinder, but I'm not entirely sure if he's officially the second. That mantra, "My hero," is so jarring, though. Yeah. Yeah, like, for Pathfinder to be like that, yeah. I mean, she was kind of, like, I guess, sentimental, because, like, she did, like, cause that conflict between, you having to pick between Krogans and, Solarians, and she's like, well, I tried doing something, it's going to shit, so, bye! This is my farewell to you, thanks. I'm just like, damn it, now I have now that I know this, I have to choose. The cheap voice acting? In terms of what? Just, in terms of, like, the deliveries, or in terms of, like, just how they sound in general?
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
I mean, one, she is an alien, so... But yeah, like, that sounded like it could be... I feel like it was meant to be sincere, but it sounds sort of like sincere, but not really as enthused as it should be. Which kind of makes it seem like it's somewhat sarcastic. But I know that that's not her intent, so that's kind of odd. And that might not actually be the voice actor's fault. That might be the director's fault. I didn't even listen to what the hell she said about this. How does Solarian seem?
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention, and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
So, did he come on to you? Come on, let's go to Andromeda.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me?
Nah, he has
all
one
I've
true
ever
love.
wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Rider he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
Aww.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor,
Okay, yeah,
if
so she
or when
does.
the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him.
I would assume
He'd make a
that she would
strong
have already
pathfinder.
had a second. That she would have had a second in command already. So either that's short-sightedness on her part for not training one, or there's something happened to her second one during that whole thing.
You're not thinking of skipping out on us, are you?
Of course not. But life is a balancing act, and tipping points lurk around every corner. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
Nice talking with you, Rika.
Yes, I
I am at
agree.
your disposal, Ryder.
Look at the mess that Ryder had to deal with. Let's see, does she comment on any of the other arcs?
Nice to see you, Ryder. What's in your mind?
Nope.
It reminds me of home after it's restored. I should spend more time there.
I'm sure the Angara would welcome you, ma'am.
Hopefully. There's so much more to learn from them. And Aya.
Without Jean, we wouldn't be
Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel for Cora. Like, for all her training and stuff, I honestly don't think Cora would make that great of a Pathfinder.
all power grid adjustments must be. The Asari arc has been recovered.
Because I think she needs a lot of like soul
During a Ket assault.
soul searching.
Evacuated by the time initiative forces intercepted the arc.
But she's getting there.
This after the Asari Pathfinder.
Which is odd because you have this 22-year-old. It's like, yeah, he'll make a great Pathfinder. This kid, random kid who like knows nothing. Then again, you could do the same with Sarissa's like second in command, who's just a kid too. Like, put her in charge.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
Breaking and entering. YOLO.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Reika mentioned.
The law does not apply to me because I'm pathfinding. I am pathfinding a home through this apartment.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there.
Let's see, this stuff may not be from any system local to the Nexus. Wouldn't there be like decontamination protocols as you go through back on a ship and then on the ship to the space station? I mean, that's just me. Let's see, terminal cost-benefit assessment to Ran Lon from Neost Herm. Here are the estimates you asked, adjusted for the current inflation on the Nexus. MTF, 12,400 credits. MTQN, 8,000 credits. MMP, 6,500 credits. Congratulations on the Pachero's safe return and Herm. Re-invitation to Ranloon from Oben Kennel. Did something just happen? I just saw like something move on my phone. No. Oh. No. Okay. I thought it might have been like a notification for like the Apex thing. I appreciate even one reply. 12 invites in 12 days have kept me distracted. I hope that these 3 junior staff are still accompanying you. They're probably simpler to the... It's probably the simpler to book... It's probably simpler to book a space for 12 on Commons and 4 on the Mezza 9, plus 1 just in case. That way if we need one more place, you're prepared. See you on the 18th. OB. Prescription refill reminder. This is an automated reminder for Technical Officer Ran Lon. Your prescription's ready to be picked up in medical dispensary O2 pickup code, blah blah blah. And auto-generated. Talcum powder. This powder is sold for personal use as well as for scientific and military contexts. And maybe he just likes to keep his cloaca nice and fresh and chafe-free.
password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned. There may be additional clues, Pathfinder.
Where? This plant?
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine.
What?
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lon.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
My fault. I'm visiting a friend and these doors all look alike.
You're quite obviously not here by accident. Now please, explain why you broke in or I'll have to report this to the militia.
Sam, you could have warned me. You have, like, eyes everywhere.
First, explain why your console's been scrubbed, and why there's traces of a neurodepressant in here.
Probably because I visited the labs and I suffered a power surge. Shall I also explain my heart medication? My clan ornaments? You sound just like... Oh, wait. Did you get roped into another of Salen Varn's crusades?
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long.
He's
been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Let's see why Rand or his friends are going to the middle of nowhere.
I don't remember if these suspicions are actually true.
They can't believe half of what I tell them.
Ryder?
An embassy has been established on Island.
Whee. Let's see what the Solarian is up to.
Welcome back.
The middle of nowhere. Oh, Eladon? Really? Oh, my cousin. Plans on just meeting up with my cousin. Talk more about my emotes and stuff. Oh my god, she's come up with some fun designs. For what I want. Oh, not only does she like elaborate really well on my original idea, but she came up with her own ideas that I think I like even better. I think we're gonna like flush some of these, flush them out, but they look like they're pretty much done. Just gotta do like a couple minor tweaks and stuff to them. And of course, the biggest thing is trying to make them look good. Trucking down so much, like, Especially since some of them have text, like get the text to look to be readable at 28 pixels. It's like my little badge emotes that I've been practicing with. Like going with the little pixel art for the badge, or for the subscriber badges. That at least help me understand like compression of like pixel sizes and trying to shrink down things, or shrink things down and try to like make the most of like the pixels that I have available, the pixel size I have available to me. Oh, well, we gotta go here too anyways for that. I'm pretty sure I've been there before. There's like a lab, or there's like a prefab building out there.
Want to drive?
No. I don't know how to control your vehicles.
I mean, this is the perfect place with nothing for you to crash into. Except for, I guess, the worm that's out here.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
It appears empty.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged that way.
Scavengers. Slightly unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
How it makes the headshot noise even all the way from over here.
Excellent shot!
Is that Salen?
Alive, but likely not feeling well.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet.
Wait, we have metagel? Yeah, I guess we do. I assume that's what we're reviving each other with. Except me, of course, because once I'm dead, I'm dead. You get yourself caught. Oh look, stuff.
Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
not funny, Solarian.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any assailant you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait,
was purple.
He asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Adden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Adden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our arc. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Adden got rid of anything we had on him. And I'll bet Rand Lon has disappeared.
Adden. Ah, he forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden. Somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
Okay, really? Now I have to fucking go to Kadara? The shuttle despawned, but the container's still here. While we're here, let's go investigate that. The Know Your Enemy mission.
Pathfinder, scavengers have picked over the salvage ahead.
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for.
Oh, I was gonna say, what smoke?
Cat killing other cat?
Come on, kid, let's get in there.
What's this?
It appears to be a Ket data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
When has a simple lock ever stopped use? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a Ket device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
I'm sure Sylvie could help with it.
Ooh, something Same can't do. Well, at least doesn't want to do. Let's see.
All systems green.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
I wish we saw more of that fighting. Wouldn't shed a tear if they wiped themselves out.
Whatever they've done, they're still a unique, fascinating species. It's hard for me to wish them all dead.
True.
Anyway, about this Ket device you found by their destroyed ship, it's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
A Ket genetic code? We can't get one of those.
Thankfully, I think I have a workaround. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
Why not now?
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
The communicator.
It just locked onto a transmission.
Ooh.
Oh, crap. Turn it off. Who knows what it's doing?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way, spurns tradition, defies protocol.
Uh-oh.
He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's really upset at the Archon.
A collectivist culture would take a harsh view of any action that defied the will of the group. And isolating the Ket here would breed resentment. They may feel abandoned.
Ket? Feeling abandoned?
Some things are universal.
I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
On EOS. Here, while I'm down here. Hey, Joel.
I always have time for you.
Nothing new. The thingy over here I'm supposed to do. Wait, why is it down here? Oh, it's telling me to go... Why is it telling me to go downstairs? What? Okay, that was weird.
The Ghost Storm technology has been fully researched, Pathfinder.
Excellent. We're ready to make our push on Meridian then. I'll call a meeting immediately.
No, I won't. All right. Let's finish up the Solarian thingy first. Posture check. Some more coffee. That's actually, well, that is technically coffee, but it's dirty chai. I felt like a dirty chai this morning.
Now orbiting Gadara.
Alright, where is this cave? I know, let's go to the cave where we killed Sloane. Actually, we didn't kill her, we just let her die. A cave that's also the like collective headquarters.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short? So it's true. Old spies really do live forever. This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest. I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Aden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
What?
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted, you idiot.
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learn could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Ket Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets.
What?
Which we can't confirm. And you could have pulled out of your cloaca. We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Someone couldn't pronounce cloaca. Cloaca. Oh. That's Stormy. He's still in chat. There you go. More voice acting shenanigans. Well, this is stupid. Why don't we just arrest him and take the information? Also, I don't think there's anything cost-benefit thing other than if I arrest him, he'll help me. The STG Solarian will help me out at the end. Treason. Is it treason or is it trespass? It's truth and trespass. Come on, there. If the deal looks accepted, the Keth Intelligence Codex entry becomes available. Really? And a Codex entry, that's all I get? If rejected, he'll arrest them and search for his other conspirators will show up as an ally during the final battle. So I missed out on a couple of allies. I think I needed to select military for my first outpost base to get like additional allies, and I needed to save the Krogan in the Archon's ship to get more allies. I thought I'd get more Solarian allies, but I didn't. The deal's accepted. Eden, this email comes in from the last person you want to hear, Dr. Eden. I should be brief. No doubt the good Major is watching my comms for any channels I must use. The others and I understood the huge responsibility we face for what we've done. In addition to the details I sent to your Sam, we intend to quietly filter intelligence to the militia and feed falsified data back to the Ket as much as we dare. Small degree of change, but even that could make a great difference down the line. Lastly, thank you for calling me despicable. I need to remember that, as I must remember the screams aboard the Archon's flagship. And we'll get an email for that. Let's see. Let's read this, let's just spin the face of this choice and just read the Codex entry. Okay, secret intelligence. Provided by Dr. Mendro Aiden. These notes had 3 layers of encryption. I have endeavored to fill in any transcription errors. Ket home space is vast. Charts I've downloaded show many worlds in the Heartlands alone, centered on their home planet, Sarhessen. Some term unclear, possibly event disaster happened there. That's in parentheses. So something happened there, no details, definitely a touchy secret. 21 ancestral lineages from, quote, pure, end quote, ancient Ket, and he's still alive, parentheses. Heads of ancestral lineages led their society. A euocracy? Eugenocracy. Actually, that's kind of creepy. So, hey, it's almost like that sounds like the concepts of kingdoms in terms of like, kings, the bloodline and stuff, but but these must be like pure humans, or therefore let's make everyone the same, like genetically, because these are pure genetic traits. I don't think... I can't see, like, my thingy here. My chat, since I'm using the phone. What the hell? Okay. Quote, at least a dozen vessel species only got a few details. The ELN, exalted past viable population, now nomads who document and share knowledge. The Seal, who once worshipped the Remnant, and Cicerindi, parentheses, term unclear, possible translates to, oh hey, RDSJ Gaming, thank you for the host. I'm reading a codex entry for choosing the freedom thing, which I'm not going to do. Because all we get is a codex entry, with just learning more about the cat. Apparently, they're a eugenocracy, eugenocracy. Let's see. Term unclear, possibly translates to eat their dead with remnants. So these, the Cicerindi genetically poisoned themselves to stop exaltation, now dependent on cat neuroscience to survive. All proves one thing, that we were right. Fight the cat head on, those who might be our fate. Okay. And so this is interesting too. I've never read this. Background species. Identify Milky Way. Oh yeah, so this is interesting. They actually wait, this is just Milky Way. Is there Andromeda? Milky Way species. So they kind of name dropped a few other alien species that, of course, we know very little of, just based on this right here. Oh, the rational dove. I have to like poke my head over here to read a comment. Oh no, that's the mannequin. Okay, the mannequin. How you doing? I'm doing great. It's my Saturday. It's so weird getting weekends. Like I'm personally doing really great with my new position. It's so weird not constantly being stressed and actually having more time at home. But yeah, right now we're just wrapping up a couple of things before we progress the story further. We've had a couple of dates with some of our crew. It's interesting because there's a couple of dates. There's a couple of people I've already turned down, and then they came on to me, especially Cora. I'm like, I finished your loyalty quest, and you're kind of like, hey, you know, all this flirting we keep doing, is go back and forth, but is it like anything? I'm like, no, it's just flirting. And then I do her personal like date thing, and she's all like, ooh, so are we gonna be together? I'm like, no, I already told you no. Dates are always a good thing. Yep. Doing okay. Still a little icky from a flare-up. I hope you're doing all right. How you? What's it called? Are you waking and baking? I know that's what they call it. Ma'am, friends can have friend dates. Get over it. Yeah, well, yeah, like these dates, like you get these dates either way as long as you're friendly with them. If you already made your intentions of friends, or their sexuality don't kind of they don't find you attractive based on your gender, they won't like come on to you. Though that's the one drawback of the mod that I have with the free love for all, is that I don't like the fact that I can romance like people, or I can have, it's not that I don't mind flirting with say Suvi, who's a female only love interest. I don't mind that my character can flirt with her. What I do mind is her like coming on and falling in love with my male character. I don't know, that's just weird. Always waking and baking. Yeah, although it's kind of unfortunate that like waking and baking is a thing that you need to do to get by, and as opposed to, you know, something that you want to do recreationally. Yep. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, so I don't know. This is something that has me thinking, because I'm probably also infamous for my YouTube channel is probably infamous for two things. That guy who killed Garrus over and over again, and then two, the guy who romanced Garrus as a guy. Because the one video on YouTube that I'm infamous for also has that. Like it's just for those who aren't familiar, it's a compilation of Garrus Vakarian's death, this beloved, and for those who don't know who Garrus is, who aren't Mass Effect fans, he's a very popular alien character. He's in all three games, except the third one if you killed him off in the second one. He can be killed many times, and there's lots of ways for almost everyone. Actually, everyone in your crew can die in the second game. So I kind of made like this. It's not just a compilation of all the ways Garrus Vakarian could possibly die in that game. It's also like this weird narrative of Garrus just dying over and over. It's like he dies, but then like it sort of has this continuity where he just keeps dying. Like he's still inexplicably alive, but then he gets killed again. Then it's like and it sort of, it has like it depicts this like one really heartbreaking death in the third game, where he gets like vaporized in a laser. But then Shepard wakes up and it's revealed to be all a nightmare. Like all the Garrus dying is just a nightmare. And then it's like the end result of the love scene at the in Mass Effect 3, where Shepard wakes up and Garrus is there in his bedroom. But obviously this isn't something that people who don't mod games or do save editing would ever see or even imagine. It's like a male Shepard waking up to Garrus Vakarian in his bedroom, which means that they're together. That's something very interesting about the comments section of that video. Everyone is either like, "Oh my god, this is the worst video ever, poor Garrus, no!" And then everyone's like, what the fuck is up with that ending? Like, why are they together? Like, what? Garrus together with a male Shepard? It's like, yeah. So what? So I think the problem is... So I think the reason why I don't find it as much of an issue romancing Garrus as a male Shepard in making my little fanfic audios and making my character like using save editing to where they do the animations and stuff as jarring as sometimes janky the animations are, because the male Shepard is taller. And like the odd audio glitches that can happen sometimes. I think the reason why I don't have a problem with Garrus being like hooking up with my Shepard in my fanfic, as opposed to having like Suvi or Trainer or Steve, the explicitly gay characters, hooking up with, like, say, first Steve hooking up with a femme shep, or the other ones that are like Gil and Suvi hooking up with like the genders that they wouldn't hook up with, is because in this game right here, they're explicitly made all the characters are explicitly made, either straight or gay. Because you can flirt with all of them as the opposite gender, and then they'll be like, oh, haha, that's great, but I'm not interested. I'm not into dudes. I'm not into women. Like, sorry. Oh, okay. And you move on. Garrus doesn't have that, though. Like, you just... Male Shepherd just never has the option to, flirt with Garrus, and Garrus is like, oh, Shepherd, that's great, but I'm not interested in you as a dude. Sorry. So I think that's why I'm okay with Garrus doing that, because at no point do the writers explicitly make him straight. I don't know. It's sort of like a weird, like a fanfic thing that I guess I'm okay with. It's like I don't know. It goes into the whole, like, I guess, ethics in fanfic. So I'm thinking, have I ever... I'm trying to think, have I ever done anything for someone who's explicitly straight? I mean, I think less of it in terms of media, previous media where we didn't really have a lot of gay representation. I thought probably it's like, it's a little more acceptable to fantasize about those characters, but I think I'd probably be less okay with me romancing. I can pine over like a male character who says he's straight but he's not interested, sorry, and find him attractive. But if he said that he's probably straight, I probably wouldn't do like serious shipping with them. As opposed to a character who just has never been fully declared straight. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's like down the rabbit hole of fanfic and fanfic ethics, and I guess sexuality representation. Like, because I mean, straight representation I think is valid too, especially when an artist wants to intentionally like be, represent a straight relationship, but not in some mean-spirited like, this is how, straight is the only, valid way. It's just like, no, I just want these characters to be straight, because that's how I wrote them. Just like how, like, no, I want these characters to be gay because that's how I wrote them. Not in some sort of, like, mean-spirited way. That goes Mass Effect, yeah. So, yeah, the Rational Dove, I'm not sure if you stuck around, yesterday, but we did do some of the dates, so now we're just doing some quick housekeeping before we progress the story some more. I'm not entirely sure when we get to see our two relationships that I'm pursuing, Vetra and Joel's like final romance scenes together. As Stormy put it earlier, the scene where we get Joel who explicitly goes down on your character. Which I find funny because I don't think we've seen that in a lot of like media where it's like a serious sexual encounter implying oral sex, as in like, ooh, that's what we did, instead of rather, I think most romances in video games go for like the explicit sexual encounter as like penetrative traditional sex or something. I also like the with like Garrus's romance too. Like I'm sure I have my fun with like, oh yeah, they have sex and stuff, but honestly, like I'd like to think that like in Mass Effect 2, Garrus, like they have their little headbutting moment, they kiss and make out, but they just spend most of the time just cuddling naked together in bed and just cuddling and enjoying themselves. Because honestly, like I don't know, like and honestly, like not even penetrative sex, like I think the most they would probably want to do is just explorative sex and just like, I don't know, feel each other up, jerk each other off. Just because, like, I don't know, you're two different aliens together. Normalize oral sex as traditional sex. Yeah, exactly. Because I think most games where we see that, it's like oral sex, like, oh, ooh, you're getting oral sex. It's sort of like, I don't know. I think oral sex is sort of almost like throwaway sex, I guess. It's not something that's done. It's done more with like a prostitute, which is fine, but like it seems like that's all like, oh, ha ha ha, aren't you a promiscuous person giving oral sex, as opposed to something that's done in a loving way. Like, I'm doing this for my partner because I want to enjoy, you know, I want them to enjoy themselves, and I enjoy doing this act on my partner, kind of thing. Maybe it's just for me, but it sounds like some fun things to have on your channel to get known for. Oh yeah. I really need to do more with my channel in terms of on YouTube. I need to kind of like just buckle down and make more content for it, because a lot of my, for those who are not familiar with my channel, one of the things I tried to kind of do is do reviews for like explicitly adult content video games, romance novels, some I did this fun I played this fun review. I did like a mini review for a fun beat 'em up game that's like very sexually it's very sexually explicit. Let's see, there's the point and click adventure. That's like honestly my most recent review. Endless Bounty. It's a point and click adventure game, and there's lots of sex in it. You have romance. You have romance options too. You get a sexy dragon daddy, your bounty that you're going after as this orc bounty hunter who's like this cute guy who's a werewolf, and this bull man. The bull man one I think is a little underdeveloped, but he's sort of like, he's a shady bull man, but he has noble intentions, very noble intentions actually. Although he does have sort of like a messed up backstory, which is where his noble intentions come from. He doesn't want people to go through what he did. But I need to do a couple more. There's like some more, I need to play more visual novels. I need to just buckle down and play a lot more of those other games, even if it's stuff that I can't stream. Yeah, but I'm glad you're doing good, Mannequin. I know like dealing with medical stuff, it can suck. And I hope you're doing well, The Rational Dub. I always appreciate all the support you give me too. So, alright, let's arrest this guy, because I already read your
Put
intel.
this traitor where he belongs, Major.
Honestly, you can also infer all that
particular
intel he
accommodations for collaborators.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others. I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? Me, Reika, the others, we all owe you for this ride. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.
That was kind of underwhelming. Alright, I have nothing else to do here. We're actually almost wrapping this up. I think I have one last quest, which is to... I found out that there's infighting within the Ket, and the Primus, which we've seen in the cutscenes, she disagrees with the Primarch.
The crew is ready to discuss how to approach the Remnant City, Pathfinder.
Not yet.
Now orbiting Kadara.
So it seems like she's fully outwardly defying him.
home of Eos and Prodromos.
Actually, it's like warm in here. I need to like turn my fans on. Okay, so this is kind of hilarious too.
The scent is green.
So, I just arrested a Solarian leadership person who intentionally gave up their arc so that they can infiltrate the Ket to steal information and gather intel on the Ket so that hopefully down the line they can defeat the Ket because they realize that the Ket's going to be this long-term threat. Which I sort of agree. I agree with their logic. I don't agree with their methods. It's just like, oh yeah, we need to protect our people from this imminent threat. I know. Let's give them all our people. All 100,000 of our, people. So that we can gather this intel. Duh. It doesn't, that part doesn't make any sense. So, does that mean that you guys had like an escape plan? A way to, get all the colonists out of your arcs and hopefully not extinct your race in this galaxy. Also, Ryder has finally learned about the truth about the Reapers. They might be on their own. What the hell? What? Does this go down? Oh. Over here, probably. I don't remember if there's like an underground thingy, or is there a cave?
You're a long way from the flock, little duck.
Little duck? Who is this?
Someone who's got work for you. Come to my nav point, if you think you're up for it.
What?
What? Maybe? Okay, did that... What? Oh, this game. Okay, where the hell is this? Is it pointing at this? As someone... Gonna lurk, gonna make yourself some food. Oh, enjoy. Make some yummy food. I gotta start thinking about what I want to make for breakfast. Wait, there's headlights on the... Oh yeah, there are headlights. Wait, is there literally a little secret cave right here full of Ket right next to our settlement?
An Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Terminator. I wonder if that's like after killing like so many enemies. I don't think you can see that, like when the origin achievements show up.
Signs of Kest.
This is the nav point Subi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
They're being careful. Speaking out against the Archon will have consequences. The true location of the transmission will be hidden.
I'm Victor. Another variant. Solarian. Reflexes were impressive.
Duranhi R11 Holor. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
Glad he's gone. Looks like they found it drifting and brought it here.
I'm not able to extrapolate point of origin, Pathfinder.
I wonder if the Ark survived.
Let's hope so.
It did, remember? I think I was supposed to stumble across this like a long time ago. Oh.
Gets us away from the sun for a while.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
I wonder if this is the explore the caverns part of the quest that's still lingering on my objective. It must have like really messed up the game progression or something. Oh, at least it's still on the same planet. I don't. I'm so tired of like the planet hopping. It's like, oh, now go to this different planet, which means you have to go back on your ship, travel through space, then land. Then if it's Kadara port, you have to take an elevator.
Whoa. The Cat built all this? Good thing we hit their base. It could have been a stronghold.
Teleport.
Got them all.
Excellently done.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool.
Let's see where this beacon leads us.
Way out there. I wonder if they chose this planet because we have such a strong presence on this planet that it's like, oh, and of course they have some infrastructure here too, but maybe the primary pet, the Archon's forces already have considered this a bust and they're not as operational Although they could have gone to Eladin, but Eladin is probably not. They probably don't have such a great
set up camp.
Foothold there. Let's see if little Zaid has anything to say.
Hell of a day, huh?
That's so weird. But now it just barely decides that it's gonna finish. So did that close out? Oh yeah, it did. Oh no, never mind. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it doesn't point me anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't.
Whatever they can build, we can break.
I don't understand why we would break
That Zub looks like a Ket construct.
whatever purpose this has. It's probably beneficial.
Enemies!
If it's beneficial for them, all I have to do is capture it and then learn from the
This
technology
area
and
can
take
be mined
advantage
for
of it.
resources. You can extract minerals, but
Enemy is down!
Looks like that's it for hostiles. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
A beacon? Like a protein beacon?
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Way out there, of course. I mean, I think I could have just figured that out on my own.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Take all the resources.
The remnants change worlds, but
the transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like we found it then.
Someone got here before we did.
The gremlins are attacking the cat.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Is sermon meant to inspire the Ket?
The Archon does not serve Ket interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Ket. The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
Sounds like he's planning a coup or something.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
Is that it? And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature, Pathfinder.
Dun, dun, dun.
I see it now. Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Ket ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Which is take over the cluster.
The Ankara.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict.
At least
so
they
you can
think they're
destroy
the
a
good
mutual
guys.
enemy.
The Ket cannot be trusted.
At least they don't
Ryder,
quite seem
think.
At least they're starting to kind of come off as not... As flawed as their logic is, at least they don't come off as just evil for the sake of evil. At least they don't have, like, no intentions like the Reapers. And, like, the explanation later they give is kind of stupid and lame.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
He wants to be king.
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Covering your own ass.
Fine. Anything that'll help me kill the Archon.
During our next clash, I shall lower my ship's defenses and allow you to use a kill code to disable it. I have transmitted the code to the console in this room. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
There seems to be absolutely no drawback to this, to taking this deal. But with that out of the way now is... I think we can just progress the game.
Ascent is go.
We're going to need to research the Ghost Storm tech for the other Pathfinders as soon as we can.
That's what the Solarian Ark was worth to our officers? Thousands of lives for maybe a future advantage against the Kett? You're a better person than I, Ryder. I'd have toasted Adin in our thruster exhaust. But at least the dead and their families have some justice. Need anything else?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be. What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Isn't that weird that, like, I wouldn't really care? So if I was, like, the last human in the galaxy, I mean, I'd be sad for my family and all, but, like, I wouldn't have any kind of need for, like, oh, humans. Oh, no, not another, oh, woe is me, I'm the only human left in the galaxy. I wouldn't really care. I'm like, as long as there's, like, other alien companion friends like these. Who cares? Human arc just exploded. I'm the only human left in Andromeda. It's sort of like the problem I had with, Farscape. It's like, oh god, why the hell does Kraken care about going home? Like, it seems like the only thing he had was, like, his BFF and his dad. And maybe, like, some of his other family, but that's it. He didn't have, like, an immediate, like, children or a wife or... And not to mention that he was, like, an asshole. Like, completely... Like, he started off as an asshole. Maybe one thing, if he was a naive... Like, naively, like, oh, I'm in space. It's like, oh, this is glorious. And then, like, the galaxy is so cruel, and it just kicks his ass and makes him completely cynical and just hateful. That he just, it's like, that he becomes an asshole over time, strictly out of survival. Because it seems like kindness pretty much gets reward with being taken advantage of. Alright.
The Nexus leaders think our search for Meridian is a waste of time, but we know they're wrong. Turning on vaults won't be enough without the heart of the system.
Just to clarify, you're defying a direct order?
No, not me. We are going to defy them.
Haha, that's the spirit.
And the Kett?
That's where the Ghost Storm technology comes in. Isn't that right, Reika?
Absolutely. Our forged signals should divert some Kett from you.
It won't be all of them, but it'll be enough.
The Tempest is small and fast. I don't need a big window. We'll drop you off and make our exit before the Kett catch on.
Once we're on Meridian, it'll be a small team. Move fast, figure out its secrets.
Right behind enemy lines. Good time to assess their numbers, defenses.
And when you're ready, we'll extract you the same way we got you in.
If we come back with actuals on Meridian, the Nexus will sit up.
Sounds like a solid plan. Reika, you ready?
Good to go on your word, Pathfinder.
Alright guys, this is it. Let's get moving.
Maybe bone up on the uniform protocol, Liam. Subsection shirts.
Civilian ship. What'll they do, dock my pay?
We get paid.
Why? You buying next time we go to Kadara?
Are you kidding? You should see my tab.
You get paid, Drek, you get paid in, what I like to call as room and board. So many unexplored galaxies. I don't think there's anything other than reading stuff and finding other resources. I could be wrong. But let's unapprize it.
If the Archon's information is
I'm
right,
contemplating not taking Daddy
Meridian should be
Krogan
here
with us.
somewhere.
I'm thinking of taking Peavy, our quote-unquote not Prothean expert.
On approach. Trajectory looks good.
Uh-oh.
That's it. That's Meridian.
Or Khi Tasira, as the Ket call it.
Looks like a giant space station.
I don't think the Scourge is coming out at this thing, or maybe it is. Khi Tasira, an enormous remnant space station, which the Archon believes is Meridian, which is not. Meridian's actually like some sort of Dyson sphere. Alert, there's a strong Geth present area. Scans have picked up multiple kit on ship constructs. Alright, so, hang on. So if I'm gonna take Peavy with me, though, I need to like spec her up. Oh, alright. If I was the, only human, you'd be sore from all the Krogans. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure why, like, Peavy's, like, my only glitched out character from all the visual mods. Are you gonna launch again? Have you seen that one picture, what's his name? Is it Cheap Wizzo or something? They did like a parody of that, I don't know, I guess like that one cuckold porn thing. I'm not sure if it's like cuckold, but it's like where it's like one white woman like sitting on the couch and she's surrounded by a bunch of like men in like just tidy whities and like white shirts. And of course they're all black. Ooh, gotta make it all saucy. I guess the game didn't launch. But essentially, it's like a Turian sitting on the couch, surrounded by a bunch of Krogan. That'd be me. They're also pretty inclusive too, because they made like a male Turian and a female Turian version. Then, of course, to be fair, it wouldn't just be the Krogan. I mean, it'd be everything. I'd at least try all the men of the galaxy at least once. That's too bad we never got to see the bird people either. Because I know there's like one of the background aliens from Mass Effect, from the Milky Way Mass Effects are, I think they're like bird people. Let's see. Let me do less weapon damage. Increased biotic damage and force for PV in the Pathfinder. P's pistol increases when she has taken damage recently. That sounds better. PV now uses biotic teleport and evades and gains a bonus to whenever her health is low. Why is it only when her health is low? Alright, time to turn the mods back on. Ooh, there's one with a stormtrooper too. Ooh, you should link that to me. It's not one you made, is it? You're not referencing that one with the one you made like a few months ago with it's like a Christmas theme one. Is there more happening behind that image that I need to know about, Stormy? I really like that. That's a cute pic. I should come up with more ideas and like make a few more ideas to like commission. Should link that to me on Discord. Hey, that pleases me too. That you're not the only one making sexy masked men porn, and particularly stormtrooper guys. Alright, Joel needs to learn the horrible, horrible truth, and sure, why not? We'll bring Doe-Eye PV, this not Prothean expert, with us. Just because that makes sense. Kind of depressed nowadays to do 3, hence why I've been doing upscaling.
Initiating Ghost Storm.
Hey.
On my mark.
Yeah.
3, 2, go.
I know how that goes. It's the same way with me and like doing editing and working on videos.
Signature detected. Commence pursuit.
Breaker, it's working.
Reading a bunch of Ket headed our way. Pulling back. It's all you now, Tempest.
We should get them as close as possible to here. Intense readings could be some kind of control center.
No decent landing sites. This could get messy.
How messy?
Ryder, looks like a flyby is our only option. I'll get as low as possible, but you'll have to eject over the target area.
I'm great at falling.
I've fallen out of so many things now, I should be a pro.
Heard about your freefall to Habitat 7.
Liam said he could hear you screaming the whole way down. Keep it buttoned this go round, huh? It's embarrassing. All right, you know the drill. What's your rate of descent? Shield should take care of the rest.
Yeah, but I understand that. But
so
hey,
far, so good.
as long as you're doing something you're enjoying.
But once we go in, we'll be clear
Like,
as
I can
day
see
to
how
any troops on the ground.
upscaling and doing stuff is like cathartic because there's an art to it. Like I don't think I have the patience to do like the fix like minor details and stuff of the upscaling. That but I enjoy watching you like put in the effort and do like all those tricks in like Photoshop that I really should learn, but I haven't. And I've looked that up and have done like, you know, stuff with like the alpha channels and stuff before, but I just, for some reason, I can't retain it. Probably because I don't use it consistently. But as long as you're doing something you're enjoying, like, there's no problem with that.
Don't worry about us. Just make sure you and the Tempest get out safe.
Loud and clear.
I do love that on my EVN. Chunkies! What you doing, Chunkies? What's up? Aw, Chiquita, do you want to go outside? Really? Really? Uh-oh.
Everyone okay?
Of course.
We'll need to survey the area, figure out what we're dealing with.
I am detecting active conduits nearby. Your scanner should be picking them up.
It's raining. How is it raining?
There's probably an atmosphere processor on the station somewhere.
Alright, hang on. My little dog wants to go outside. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Here, I'll put up my... Look, this game has some weird thing where it just kind of shuts the audio off if I'm Windows not active. So here we are, the mysterious space station. That's a death pit.
Great. Should have got the Tempest to drop us over there.
Of course, now we have to play more scanner game.
Pathfinder, while interacting with that console, I detected the presence of a complex network, connected via a central command hub.
A hub? You mean we found Meridian's controls?
Most likely, however, the hub is dark, deactivated.
Yeah, also Stormy. While we're on the topic of upscaling, one of those latest videos where it shows a lot of the upscaling and stuff, particularly with like Garrus's Mass Effect 2 model with like all the destroyed part of the armor, I can't help but feel like, you know, after watching you do a lot of upscaling and stuff, that the model on his armor looks very lazily done. Because it feels like there's a lot of artifacting from like using an AI scaler.
Let's see what Meridian's all about.
Because it seems like a lot of the holes are
its central
exaggerated. I don't feel like those were originally there. And they're just kind of like, we're just going to keep it. We're not going to hand touch that one up. I mean, that's the impression I get, but you as someone who's done a lot more upscaling, what are your thoughts on it? Because I've seen some complaints from a few people that seems like that the upscaling seems to be like really lazily done. And to be fair, it is a lot of textures to do, but you would think that a multi-million dollar company, and I'm sure EA as a publisher is probably a multi-billion dollar company, can afford to have like the artists and stuff actually work on the textures individually, considering that fans have been doing that for years on their own.
Pathfinder, we are looking at the central command hub I detected earlier. As with the monoliths and vaults, the hub is connected to the two neighboring towers.
So activating the towers will also activate the command hub.
Change in plan? I say we activate Meridian. Now.
What about the Ket?
Activating a vault has previously activated a purification field. Perhaps Meridian is similar.
Let's head to those towers and see what we can find.
Pathfinder, interfacing with that console has activated a gravity well.
Of course it has.
Look at this place. It's amazing.
Pathfinder, I'm picking up radio interference. A Ket signal.
Alert! The detected signal was a decoy. Khi Tasira has been infiltrated. All units are to focus on incapacitation and capture of the Pathfinder.
At least we got a little bit of a head start.
I wonder if there's a broken Atmo processor somewhere that's causing this downpour.
Or maybe the builders just liked rain.
Nope. Gotta put in the shooty bang bang part of the game.
Here we go!
Ken, above us! We're completely open!
Look out! Reinforcements!
Right, it's the command hub. Probably need to check out those other two towers first.
Yeah, I'm not digging that Garrus armor upscaling. It looks too blurry and smudgy and not as sharp and detailed enough. Though as far as we're seeing from the trailers, which are often compressed by YouTube and such, so I'm withholding my judgment until I can get my hands on the source files. That's fair. But granted, they do have them uploaded in like 4K. So if you do force even if you're not looking at you're not in a 4K resolution, or you're not using a 4K monitor, if you force it to 4K, you're going to be able to see like a lot more details. But that is fair to actually wait and see what the how the armor set, especially how it compares to a lot of like that big mod, the a lot of textures mod. It could be that the fact that ME2 and ME3 were so well made that it aged well. That's true too. Those, but I'm definitely for sure the first game definitely needed the update. Granted, like from the a lot of mods for the first game, like the character models look great. Let's try this one. not a whole lot that I can, like, upgrade to that would be useful. I could start dumping them into shotguns. I do carry around a shotgun.
I wish we didn't have to rush around defending ourselves from Ket. It would be nice to...
Why that line cut off?
Weird readings coming from that anomaly.
Cluster of dark energy, similar to a scourge, but on a smaller scale, will disrupt electronics like shields and damage organic life.
I wish the Moshai could see this.
Ugh. Looks kind of gross, doesn't it?
Detecting high levels of scourge energy. Be careful.
Ouch. Ket got their asses kicked.
It's...
Come on, really?
Those observers are annoying.
I don't know. I think they're cute. Except for the shooting part. That pillar looks familiar. We've been here before, right? No. Maybe I'm thinking of that pillar.
Okay, what am I doing? Whee! YOLO!
Let's not get too close. Getting weird energy readings.
Pathfinder, it appears the energy waves from these craters contributed to the scourge throughout Helios.
So whatever happened here caused the scourge to erupt all across the cluster?
Yes, Pathfinder.
So you think the remnant builders caused the scourge?
Not intentionally.
Maybe they were attacked.
This isn't going well.
I still think it's odd that, like, oh, you know, non-saddle amount of distance and we still have, like, compatible weapon and health technology. Not even going to be addressed.
see the conduits. Some kind of pattern here. Wow, I think that's fried. Will it even work?
Come on, I'm sure some of this stuff's still okay.
Damage to parts of the system are preventing power-up.
Can we reroute past the damage?
That may work, Pathfinder. Boosting trace signals.
Some kind of glyph on this thing.
It matches the pattern on the main console, Pathfinder.
Let's see about rerouting the power past all the damage. Shoot.
That triggered remnant defenses, Pathfinder.
Must have messed up the power reroute. Need to follow the pattern.
What are you talking about? What pattern? Is it really just this? So... Okay, so this comes this way, so I have to... Do I really have to just go in order? Kind of...
I think you got the wrong one.
What? Incoming hostile.
One more try at rerouting this power.
Oh wait, am I having to come in order? Like, what the fuck is my starting point? So...
Excellent.
Like space follow the
Nice.
Follow the maze thingy that you find in like Happy Meals.
So far, so good.
Then as soon as I hit this, everyone attacks me.
That's it?
The primary console should work now, Pathfinder. Provisional repairs are complete, Pathfinder.
Only one way to know for sure.
Something shooting at us in a cutscene. It is.
Translating. Flight control systems online. Welcome, Administrator.
Ooh.
Looks like those repairs worked better than expected.
Restoring systems has reactivated something else nearby, Pathfinder.
Yeah, but what?
Oh, like a defense system. It's gonna start attacking the pit.
Exploration vessels on standby.
Ooh.
We have seen remnant ships, but none in working condition. It says it cannot retrieve commands from the Meridian engine.
Meridian engine. Sam, do you know what?
they're going to be trouble.
Okay, so what the fuck was just shooting at me during that
Restoring power woke up the remnant. Ryder, I detect a surge of energy on the scans. The section you're in lit up like Mardi Gras.
What's it? Mardi Gras?
What's going on? Are you all...
Can't talk right now!
Probably waiting out there for us. So stay alert.
Gotcha.
Now time to backtrack.
That.
Benefit the Ket in some way?
The Archon's forces have been here for years, and they're nowhere close to being able to understand remnant tech.
That was really frustrating. We're gonna have to jump this. Look at all those lights. Can you imagine what this was like when it was all working with the builders here?
And what do you imagine a builder looks like?
Tall, glowy, or maybe short and round and glowy.
We always thought they'd look something like their creations.
So many guns! Gun around every corner. Focus on the Ket first!
The consequences of my actions. I didn't save the I didn't save those Krogans, so now I have to fight them. That's just back at the split. Backtrack a bit and see. This is something I could have taken control of.
Still one more tower to go.
What the hell is this way?
Ket equipment. They had everything set up to study this place.
Not sure what that equipment does. It looks all generic. It just looks like generic boxes.
Look at all these plants.
Those builders were great at growing plants.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
Okay.
Wow, it's all completely overgrown.
Oh, and just uranium just flying out in the open.
Come on, really?
Don't touch that remnant goo, whatever it is!
Yep, figured that out. Quick.
I wonder why they built it like this. Could it be related to how they think? Isn't it fascinating?
These plants remind me of others I've seen on my
Maybe they were spread there? Through the vault network somehow?
More uranium. Oh, let them kill themselves.
This place would be a gift to the Angara if we could eliminate the Ket. We could learn so much from it.
We'll make that happen, John. Hey, that looks like a remnant console we could use. Gotta be getting close to one of those towers. We need to activate both to reach Meridian's core.
Good spot for an ambush.
I guess I would have crossed over here anyways.
Focus on one group, then we'll get the other.
I hope someone here has a good sense of direction. I don't.
Okay, yeah, I would have just led back over here. Impenetrable barrier. Super secret container.
What could be the purpose of a maze like this?
What was the point of having plants here? Decoration? Proof of concept?
That's a lot of cat equipment. Looks like they set up camp.
Just my posture a little.
Big guns! Watch out!
I detect working remnant technology. We could turn that against them.
Come on, really?
you destroyed!
Keep it up! We take them down, we take Meridian!
Or do we?
I think that's the last of them. For now.
Mushrooms.
I have seen organisms like this on Habar.
An organism best described in Milky Way terms as a giant mushroom. Deeper analysis indicates that similarities are purely visual. It bears almost no similarity to a fungal organism of the Milky Way, so it looks like a fungus, but it's not.
It's very dark in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is where Jaw gets to learn the horrible, horrible, horrible truth about his people. Okay, it's not that horrible. I guess it's very, existentialist, causing...
What the hell?
Translating. Pattern 1-3. Viability 56.2%. Genetic template transmitted for testing.
They were doing things to the Angara.
Looks like they were running experiments of some kind.
You can't assume that. These are stasis pods, more practical for transportation than experimentation. Maybe they were trying to help the Angara.
We have to save them. Get them out somehow.
Jarl, Pathfinder, they cannot be saved.
What?
I have analyzed the glyphs. These are not the Angara we know. They are not even alive.
I don't understand. They look so...
The Remnant language refers to these bodies as genetic templates.
A blueprint. Like the plants we saw.
The Angara? We came from here? They created us? Why?
Does it matter why? Where you came from doesn't change who you are.
True. And we still face the same conflicts.
Yep.
I just feel as though something has shifted. I need to think. I need to speak with him, Moshae.
So Meridian can create life. What if the Archon can make it do the opposite? Destroy life?
Presumably.
It's up to us to make sure
it's easier
that
to
doesn't
destroy
happen.
than to create.
If we crack Meridian's controls first, we make sure the Archon can't use it.
At least he's kind of over it. He has some existential crisis, but he's great.
Hey, Jal. You know, if you want to talk about the stuff you found out, I'm here.
Are you reaching out because I am now considered a remnant curiosity?
What? No! No! I didn't mean it like that.
Got you. You should see your face.
Joel!
Aww. That's actually kind of cute. It's like... like, you have a sense of humor about it. It's actually kind of funny. A Revenant blueprint for creating Angara. It appears they are not and were never meant to be a living specimen. The facility may have been an archive to store genetic records of past iterations of Angara throughout the creation process. Plant. Gnarl tree. Like many of the plants on the station, the life signs of this tree are strong and indicate that it is flourishing. Its place within this vault suggests that it was a prototype propagated throughout the Helios by the Remnant.
I've seen trees like this, but not exactly like this on Aya. Perhaps this is a prototype, like the Angara we saw.
Wow. So many. Why did they archive previous iterations?
This is both thrilling and awful.
God, you imagine if we ever went to space and found like essentially like God's laboratory. The tangent people would throw. We're so fragile mentally as humans.
Ha! Got that door open.
Find out what's over there. Ooh, I can see this way. Whee! Oh, I don't like to go up there. Data pattern testing report 42. Adjustment of the series 11923 results in greater mental agility. Reasoning shows reasoning skills show degrees of improvement. However, soul translation error, imprecise alternative temper essence spirit was fragile, prone to tremors. Imprecise translation notes. Frenzies, agitation. So they're also trying to, I guess, make a vessel specifically for like a soul?
And another relic box. They are everywhere.
I don't know what results from that. I don't remember if I ever found all of them.
So we'll be able to get into the command hub now?
Alright, 2 towers going. Should get us into Meridian's main control room.
I don't know, let's see. Let me look up this data cores. Data core. Unmarked vaults have items that can be collected. Head to the unmarked vaults. Doesn't tell me what the hell the reward is. It doesn't say, it's just probably like nothing. It's just probably full of nothing. Let's see. Alright, don't get killed this time. I just love how this gun just melts.
I think we got them all.
You know, assuming I can aim properly.
Hey! You, Ket! Get away from our remnant stuff!
We did the work. They don't get to reap the benefits.
Of course. What the hell just happened? It just jumped through the wall. Maybe it didn't. Oh, it must have jumped from over here. you. Okay, certain death awaits us. Certain defeat.
No idea, but that looks like a gravity well.
Pathfinder, I am quickly building a workable database of the Remnant language. We have not encountered instances of it in such abundance before.
Makes sense. Oppositions, imprecise, alternative, foe, defiler, next move, learn from secrets, and precise intelligence news from Jorland. Translation not found. Take action. Protect the work. Individual life is nothing, but the machine of life is everything. And I don't think they mean machine as an actual machine. I think like, so an individual life is nothing, but like the cycle, the system of life is everything. And the Jordan is the Jorlan are the remnants, the creators.
Central Command. It's amazing.
What is that structure? We saw it from space.
Initialize combat console.
Translating. Connection lost. Meridian engine not found.
This can't be it. Come on, guys! Ugh, we're so close! There must be a way. Anyone have ideas?
I don't think I can help.
One moment, Pathfinder. I have found something. Translating. Final administrator log. The opposition's weapon may cause widespread damage. All our weapons, our ships, will not be able to protect us. Protect my goal. We need to disengage Meridian from Command Core, which will remain here to draw fire. Meridian contains all the work of the Jardan. Nothing else matters. I will send it far. We can return one day. Continue the process of renewal. End of log.
So, this isn't Meridian. Huh. The Archon was wrong. That's funny. I mean, it's horrible. But it's funny the asshole had no idea. We'll be able to bring it back,
so this is
right?
part of Meridian, but it's not. Uh-oh.
They'll destroy this tower and everything in it!
This seems perfectly in line with how everything was going. Meridian's gone, and now we're stuck in a Ket shit show. Can I please get a break once in a while?
Hello? Time to focus!
We're fighting! The Ket are not taking us! Not today!
Pathfinder, the Remnant City is not without its defenses. This is its central command.
Remnant defenses, of course.
Use them against the Ket! Damn, now!
Pretty cutscene. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. That was intentional.
The Archon wants that one. Destroy the rest.
Watch your backs! It's one of those that can cloak!
Not getting past me, cloak or no cloak!
Talk about it later. Deal with the Ket first.
Gotcha! And don't forget the rest of those cats! Sent all its goons after us! Could this get any worse?
Fiend! Fiend! Fiend!
I know you're around here somewhere. Where are you? Don't you?
They only appear when...
Got you!
Yeah, I don't think she actually stays, like, on the map. Then she'd be still stuck there. With a black hole.
And don't forget the rest of those cats! Lost visual on the leader! Think you're so sneaky, don't you?
was unnecessarily hard.
Ground team, is everyone all right?
Everyone accounted for.
We saw everything from orbit. It was incredible. The entire city lit up. The scans went wild.
And Ryder, the Ket are retreating. Whatever you did, it worked.
Let's get going.
They got the ass kicking they needed. And delivered by us.
Given your command over the Remnant's defenses, Pathfinder, I predict the Ket will not attempt to recapture the city.
Any progress on Meridian? Have you got it working yet?
This isn't Meridian. Or at least not all of it. Hard to explain. We'll brief you later. So Meridian's gone. But shouldn't this thing know the nav point of where it went?
Contact with the Scourge will have altered Meridian's original path. It would take countless years to determine its current location.
If it takes years, then it takes years. People are relying on me.
But we don't have years. We have to find another way.
Sam, can you see anything else in here? Any kind of data that could be a clue?
Nothing immediately obvious, Pathfinder, but I will continue my investigations.
Well, if the Scourge is messing things up, maybe that's where we should look.
Look at what, exactly?
You tell me.
I was actually hoping one of you might continue the thought.
Yeah, we don't have Meridian yet. But we took this city back from the Ket. That's big.
That just means we need to push forward before they can recover. We have to find Meridian. The real one. Sam, collect all the data you can. Radio the Tempest for extraction. This is going to take work. And it's going to take all of us.
Wait, is there another part that I need to get to? Because I thought this is where the part where Ryder gets cock-blocked by the Archon.
Pathfinder, you seem well.
Just get to the point. We both know what you're going to say.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. We know you defied us. You went for Meridian in direct violation of initiative orders, even though our reasons were quite clear. Yet, you were correct, Ryder. We should have trusted your instincts. You have proven time and again that you deserve the title of Pathfinder. I have never been so glad to be wrong.
I knew you guys would come around eventually.
I'm told there are still obstacles to reaching Meridian. The Initiative stands ready to provide whatever support you need.
Pathfinder, if you're done with your call to the Nexus, I'd like to talk to you. I think I've found a way for us to find Meridian.
You seem tired.
Pulled an all-nighter processing the data we received from the Remnant City. It's a lot.
Don't push yourself too hard. Someone's gonna keep me pretty.
Alright. I think we will leave it there, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. We might actually finish the game tomorrow. We'll see. Oh. It goes to show I completely forgot. I don't know what happens, but I think we end up going to a vault or something, and then that's when the Archon display initiates a trap for us, and then we go on a long crusade. Actually, it may not be a while. There's still quite a few story beats, and probably a lot of things to shoot down. Wait. Oh, it's a picture of an Asari or a person? I don't know who that is, but I like the extract art to it. Anyways, thank you everyone for hanging out. We will pick this up later. Let's see if there's anyone on today to read. Let's see. Let's read since RDSJ Gaming, so that's a Rational Dub, a Soundjack Gaming, rated or hosted us. Let's give them a raid. Let's see. Did that work? Yes, it did. I'm not sure why the raid thing doesn't show up on my end. But we will call it a day. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow morning.